What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you can tell, we're out here at Keep It Reek Friday Night Drifts, the last event of the year. Last event for the car before we give it the 2023 refresh. And I have my boys, Damo. What's up?
Hello.
And Jack from New Zealand. So these guys, the only reason we brought the car out was so I could take these guys out for some laps because they're over from NZ, which is rad. I already took Damo. We had a bit of a
First corner.
Yeah, look, I put some crappy tyres on, sent it in first corner, and we went straight to the gravel, so it's good. When we first started the car, we were here, limited bashed it, shredded a drive belt, so we've got all the gremlins out the way. Now it's Jack's turn.
Oh mate, it's gonna be good.
Are you excited?
Oh mate, I'm fizzing for this one, eh? It's been a long time coming, so...
Of course, we'll get a bunch of B-roll footage and stuff for you guys. The party really starts when the sun goes down, so we're just gonna chill out, enjoy the evening for now, and then when those neons come on, that's when we get a little crazy. So yeah, well, let's go. Couple laps.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What'd you fuck the car? Johnny, what were you doing, drifting? You done good, you mad son. John, why'd you do that?
Now he needs to go and get those shirts. How much stuff's going to cost me now? About $1 million. No, seriously.
But don't borrow people's cars and drift them.
Yeah, I know.
Why would you do that?
That's a standard day with him. I'm surprised the front end's not worse. Get everyone with one.
So, this is the aftermath of what you guys just saw. A super unfortunate incident. Not quite sure what happened. We were chasing Jay in his beautiful SR20 Toyota Corona and dived in on him on the wall. We either broke an axle or I felt something weird go happen at the front as well, so potentially we lost power steering as well. Both at once somehow, locked up, boom. not straight into the wall, we kind of hit sideways into the wall, but I'm going to show you guys the aftermath of what was easily the biggest drift crash I think I've ever had. In terms of damage especially, this one's pretty bad. So as you can see, the E36 is now up on the hoist, starting up the front. So it didn't look super bad when you saw it on the trailer, kind of going back to the pits. But as you can see, this wheel is pushed completely back to the point where it's actually crushing the tire back here because it's pushed so hard into the chassis. Smashed the wheel completely, so all the spokes are kind of smashed the brake caliper in half, which is freaking mental. And then, so I run an SLR copy kit. Quick disclaimer, the only reason I'm running the copy kit is because I couldn't get the SLR kit I needed in time, but I will be running genuine SLR moving forward. It actually held up pretty well in terms of like not snapping. Obviously it all bent as it should. When you hit a wall like that, the lock adapter itself is fine, but as you can see it bent everything else. But look at this, let's get a handy dandy light here. So we've completely bent the coil over. It's like a banana now, which is freaking crazy. So that is the front suspension stuff, which is all bent, but also it's pushed the whole subframe, like tweaked the whole subframe to, well, you'd say the right, but when looking at the front end of the car, this to the left. So like those bolts that hold the subframe in right there are on an angle because it's tweaked them hard to the left, and then that's why this wheel has so much kind of camber in it now, which is freaking mental. We also snapped both engine arms. Not sure if you can see up there, but that engine arm is snapped. This engine arm is also snapped and off its mount. The engine fell down onto the subframe. We then smashed the oil drain, and that's why all of the oil leaked out of the sump. So not super like crazy, the engine's still fine, which is good because we'll use that as a backup going into next season. So that's everything pretty much at the front, but as you can probably tell, it's really bad because obviously once the chassis rails are bent, the car's pretty much done. We also bent the shock tower up the top front as well. So, and then moving down to the back. So down the back here, we basically clean snapped the trailing arm. I welded it back together here when we got it back to the factory, just so we could get the car rolling and off the trailer, because it was really difficult to move, obviously. This axle is cactus, so not sure if that happened in the crash or obviously if it caused the crash, but the shock tower up here is all smashed in. It's kind of come away. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's definitely, yeah, it's all moved and bent. It's smashed in. We hit so hard the battery smashed out of its tray, which is crazy. Everything's tweaked pretty much, and then the subframe on the left hand side is sitting lower than on the right hand side, which means the chassis at the rear is twisted as well. So we pretty much did the full front and rear in terms of twisting the chassis. Obviously it sucks that this happened. It's never fun crashing, but the good thing is I'm all good. My passenger Damo is all good. And also there are more positives to take away from the situation. We will be reshelling the whole car. I figure we have about 6 weeks to reshell before the first event on the 24th of February for Keep It Real Battle Royale. That's also taking into account me going to New Zealand for a couple of weeks. So we will be building a whole new car, and what that means is we get to improve on the car in every single way possible. It means we'll be building a better cage because the regulations are changing. We'll be able to rewire the whole car, new motor, new rear end, new everything pretty much. I've got a full new click tuning body kit for this thing as well. New coilovers. Literally we're going to build this thing from the ground up, and it's going to be a complete improvement on what this was, which is freaking amazing. I was pretty much planning on completely refreshing the car for 2023 anyway. This just means that we're going to go one step further and reshell. We may have ended up reshelling anyway because the shock tower was kind of tweaked on this shell already, and we were going to measure it, see if it was good to go, and if not, we would have reshelled anyway. So I've already acquired a new shell, which I'm gonna go pick up, and we are literally gonna get to work in the next video, stripping this thing down completely and salvaging obviously everything that we can. Everything else will go in the bin, and we'll be starting afresh, which is freaking exciting if you ask me, because as you guys know, Woz is now in the factory. We're building pro cars here, so what better place to go ahead and build ourselves a pro style car. It's about time we stepped up the level of car builds on this channel, so this next build you guys are going to see every step of the way. We are putting the new motor in it as well. That'll be a forged 3-litre stroker motor, so get ready for some awesome times, guys. But there's always positives to take away from a negative situation, so it is what it is. It's sad to see this thing go, but it's lasted a couple of years and I have hammered the hell out of it. So I just want to say thank you so much to the safety dudes at the track, dudes and dudettes at the track, and everyone that came up, checked up on me, gave us a hand putting the car on the trailer and all that jazz. You guys are amazing. Sorry I didn't stick around for the rest of the night, but my friends who are over from New Zealand needed to get back to their accommodation and whatnot. So it is what it is. We're still smiling, we're still happy, and we are moving into 2023 with a positive attitude. Thank you guys, as always, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it somewhat. There will be a couple more videos coming out before Christmas, so I'll see you guys before then. But until then, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Bye.